Okay, so now I'm standing here with Tom Miller from Microsoft, and you just had a presentation where you kickstarted the guys out there. What did you tell them about?
I just gave them basic information about the architecture of the system and the things they could look forward to as being part of the game camp here at Sweden.
Yeah, you have something called ID at Xbox.
Correct.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know much about that, what is it?
So ID at Xbox is a program that we launched a few months ago. It stands for Independent Developers at Xbox. It is our program that we're going to allow individuals or small game studios to publish themselves. It is a program that you go to our website, microsoft.com/ID. You can sign up. Once you sign up, you go through a period where you can get into the system itself. We'll ask you questions about what your game ideas are, etc. Once you're into the system, you will get access to all the things you need to publish on the console. And from then, it's really up to you in making the game.
Okay, so it will make it possible for a lot more individuals and companies to make games for the Xbox from now on.
Correct. So when we first announced the program originally a few months ago, it was, as you would expect, very, very positively received. We had lots and lots of signups. At the time, the console hadn't launched when we actually announced the program.
Oh, yeah.
So one of the requirements you actually need to actually be able to write a game for Xbox is a development kit.
Yeah.
And at the time, because the console hadn't launched yet, the hardware wasn't there. So we were very, very selective in the people that we allowed into the program. It was a very small number. But now that the console is launched and hardware is becoming more available, we're steadily adding more and more. But we've already announced, I think we've had somewhere on the lines of 200 people who have been accepted in the program.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, I believe the first game shipped yesterday. I want to say, no, I guess 2 days ago, like on the 8th.
Okay.
But yeah, I would expect a much larger array of titles coming in this program than we had in previous programs on the 360. Like the 360, we had our main independent development program on 360 was Xbox Live indie games.
Yeah.
And that topped out at like 2,000 games, and it had various levels of support. And then there was something similar with Xbox Live Arcade, which was in the beginning was essentially one game a week, and it was a very slow curated process.
Yeah.
And compared to both of those, we have much more grand plans and a much larger portfolio than we did before.
Okay, so when the Xbox One launched here in Sweden during the fall, as it seemed like now,
I can say about that now.
but hopefully we could see a lot of indie games coming out quite soon then to us as end users.
I would imagine that it's up to the individual game developers what locales they launch in, what locales they're available in, but yeah, it is completely up to that game developer, and I would imagine that they would want more is better.
Yeah.
More people seeing their games, the more revenue they can make, etc. So I would imagine that would be yes, but I couldn't answer it.
What do you think it could give a cooperation between Microsoft and the university here and the 6 months the students will have?
I think that there is a big win for everyone involved. Obviously, the students themselves get access to development resources that they wouldn't have gotten access to before. And that allows a building of a community where we want where everyone can start to benefit, because we most of us on the Xbox team, myself included, we are gamers.
Yeah.
I am a gamer. I want all these indie games to be able to play myself, and the larger number of people we have who are actually available writing games, the larger array of possibility of great games that we're going to have.
Yeah.
And for myself personally, the more great games, the better. And I can't imagine that there's very few people that would disagree with that.
Yeah. What is your personal opinion about the Swedish gaming industry?
I was actually like one of the talks earlier when they first started. I wasn't aware it was as big as it was. Obviously, I'm from the U.S. I've never been here before. I've known about Mojang because everyone does. I was surprised to find Goat Simulator was from here, which is the big thing in the last couple of weeks. But no, it's much more vibrant than I would have thought otherwise. I've been fairly impressed with the things. The brothers, Tale of Two Sons. I was surprised at the quality of games that have been coming out.